Good evening, my Promised Land Mastermind friends. I know this message finds you well. Normally, I would say I hope this message finds you well, but I just believe. I believe this message finds you all well within your soul. And I'm well within my soul right now. And I didn't give a motivational nugget to begin the day, but I'm going to give one to end the day because I'm feeling, uh, I feel so grateful right now. And I'm just reflecting on so many things, and I'm thankful for you all because you are the manifestation of 2 years worth of prayer, maybe more than 2 years, actually more than 2 years. But as I leaned into how the Creator was setting me apart, I also leaned into what I believe He was calling me to be. And I'm thankful for y'all to allow me to express myself and to give my soul full freedom of self expression, full freedom of self expression, to be myself and to express myself in the way that I have been fashioned to be. So, just real quickly, I just want to tell you guys that every one of you is able to produce a miracle. I want you to know that. I want you to know that each one of you is able to produce a miracle in your life, and I'll tell you how. Real easy. It's real easy. So easy. It's very easy to produce your own miracle. Okay. So I'm going to give a quick example from the gospel. I don't remember exactly what passage or what book, but we're all familiar with this. When Jesus gave he gave the Sermon on the Mount, and he broke the two loaves and the five fish, and they fed the 5,000. We all know that. We all know that passage in Scripture. Jesus broke, he gave thanks. He broke the bread, he broke the fish, he gave thanks, and he fed the 5,000. And that's a miracle because that he fed 5,000 people with such a small amount of food that he did. And it's a miracle that we are all able to reproduce in our own way. And I'll tell you exactly how you're able to do that. Imagination. Your imagination is able to feed many. It's inexhaustible. Your imagination is inexhaustible. You are not limited to 2 loaves of bread and five fish. In your mind, you can have 2 million loaves of bread and 5 million fish. You can feed as many people as you want to in your imagination if you choose to go there and imagine that you are able to do these things. So, what does that mean? I'm encouraging everyone here, and I have been encouraging everyone here to use their imagination to imagine noble outcomes. This is um, the key to having the faith that is talked about in the New Testament. Believing things that are not as though they are, speaking things that are not as though they are, having the mind of Christ, being transformed by the renewing of your mind. How do you do that? You imagine a renewed outcome. You imagine a renewed self. You imagine a noble outcome. Paul says in one of his epistles, he gives a lot of different things to think about. Whatever is noble, whatever is lovely, whatever is kind. Think on these things, right? What he's telling you is to hold that image in mind, and that is the image that your life will produce. If you hold that image in mind, that is the image that your imagination will produce, that is the image that creation will produce, that is the image that the creator will produce. Then it all begins in your imagination, which is inexhaustible. So who can tell you that you are limited to 2 loaves of bread and five fish in your mind? Nobody. Nobody's able to do that. Your imagination produces things on a daily basis. Your life is the result of your imagination. And now, understanding this fact is a fact. Accept it. It's a fact. Accept it as a fact. It is a scientific fact, just like gravity. It's a fact. Okay? It's a fact. Just like your feet are on the ground because of gravity right now, your imagination creates your reality. So, if you go into your imagination and you imagine a noble outcome, and you could imagine many noble outcomes, who's going to tell you to stop imagining noble outcomes? People might tell you to stop, but who can make you stop imagining good things for yourself? Nobody. And if you remain stubbornly insistent, stubbornly insistent upon getting the noble outcome that you want, guess what? It pours out into your life, into a physical thing. And now, with your imagination, you are able to feed 5,000 people with the good things that you think about for yourself and your family, in your community, in your lives, whatever your dream is. Just know that you're going to touch at least 5,000 people, period. Just accept that. Just accept that what you produce from your imagination will feed more than 5,000. Jesus was only able to feed 5,000 because, they didn't have social media. They didn't have phones. They didn't have ways to communicate beyond people being right there. And then, word of mouth spread. But now you can get on the phone. You can talk to somebody. You can record yourself. You have all sorts of vehicles to be able to feed as many people as you want with the good things that you produce from the imagination of your mind. And who is going to stop you but you? Nobody is. And creation will honor your vision. Write the vision, make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain. See the vision and make it plain. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Have a vision for your life. Have a vision for the noble outcomes you want to see. Have a vision for how you want your life to look. Have a vision for how you want your children's life to look. Have a vision for how you want your community to prosper. It just works if you apply the spiritual principles as they have been taught, but just apply them in a new way. This is more than just hoping. It's more than just hoping that something will change, hoping that the creator will do it. This is how you help the creator because you can help God. Listen, if you couldn't help God, then it would not be written in the Bible that faith without works is dead. You got to do work. And the hard work, especially for our people, the hard work is imagining a good outcome. Imagine the good outcome. Imagine the good outcome. And just know that you will feed your 5,000 plus many, many, many more. And once you get that muscle strong, once you strengthen your imagination muscle to where you are imagining good things for yourself and you are speaking noble things into creation, guess what? Creation will produce the very thing that you are imagining and that you are speaking. And now you will see that your 5,000 turns into 5 million. Easy. It just works that way. So, my friends, it won't be long with this message. I'm done. But I just want to tell you, I want to thank y'all because y'all are the manifestation of many years of prayer and many years of belief and knowing, just really knowing. Like there's a lot that I haven't shared with y'all, but Devon knows a lot about my story. And so does Dana, because they've been rocking with me for a while. But they know the trials. They know the stubborn belief that I've had in how the Creator has set me apart to teach something very radical. And why not? Jesus was radical. God did not send a messenger on this planet that was not radical. And I believe that we all have a radical message to share with creation should we choose to be that radical person. The creator, the creator of creation will respond to you as you are. Believe yourself in the person that you believe yourself to be and feed all the people that you want to feed. Feed them. Feed them all the good from your imagination that you want to feed, and guess what? They will be fed, and you will be given more to feed them. Be faithful over your few. Listen, yeah, and I'm really done. I'm really done because I don't want to get excited because I am right now. Like I have a burst of energy on me right now, and I'm so 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 thankful in this moment. Uh, so thankful in this moment. Keep feeding your people. Be faithful over your imagination. Bible says, Jesus says, be faithful over few, and you will be Lord over many. Be faithful over the few. Be faithful over the few in your imagination, and you'll be Lord over many things. Be faithful over the few things, and you will be Lord over many things. Be faithful over your good thoughts, and you will have many more good thoughts. And guess what? The few thoughts will turn into few things, and you will have many more thoughts that will turn into many more things, and it just will multiply. And then you will see when Jesus gave the parable of the 10 minas, or he gave the parable of the 10 talents, where the man gave his workers the talent, and one multiplied it and turned it into 10 talents or 10 minas, and then one multiplied it and turned it into 5 talents or 10 minas, and then another just doubled it, right? And then there was also one that didn't do anything with it because he was afraid of what would happen if he lost, the mina or the talent. Listen, be faithful over your imagination. Be faithful over your imagination. You'll see that as you are faithful over that thought, faithful over your good thoughts, you will have many more good thoughts. If you're faithful over those good thoughts, they turn into good things. It just works that way. It does. It just does. Trust the spiritual principle as it's written. I'm giving you a very practical way to apply it to your life. with just the way that you think. Do that. Do that exercise, and you are promised a good spiritual and material return. That guarantee is not from me, that is from the Creator, that is from Scripture. It just works. And I trust it. And I know that you trust it. And I know that if you apply it, I'm not going to say if, I know that when you apply it, I'm going to say when because I know you shall. When you apply it, you shall see the good things of your imagination manifest into your physical reality. I guarantee it because the Creator guarantees it. All right, guys, I love y'all. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Have a good rest. Tell your subconscious minds good things before you go to sleep. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.